Hello students, today we will discuss the graphical representation of linear motion or one dimensional motion, one directional motion you can also tell. This is present in your second chapter 2b of class 9. Okay, so let's discuss today this one is. First of all, before knowing the graphical representation of the motion, so let's just try to find out what is actually the one directional motion, two directional motion and three directional motion. Okay, or one dimensional motion, two dimensional motion, three dimensional motion. What is actually that? So first of all, suppose a ball is here, maybe any ball you have taken A. So if the ball is starts moving in the forward direction, okay, without changing its direction, if the ball will just move in a particular direction in a single line, okay, then you can tell this one is a one directional motion or one dimensional motion. You can tell that one. Now the second one, suppose you have just figure out one type of motion which is just like this. Maybe if you take the example, a lizard is just moving on the wall. Okay, first of all, if you see this one, it start from here, A position. It is first of all, it's going in the upward direction, and it is also after that it is going downward direction, then also upward direction. In this way it is moving. So if you talk about this point, okay, suppose if you consider this is the B point here, then in the B point you are getting two directions. First of all, if this one is the plane, then the body is in a certain height. Okay, this is one height, and the body is going in the forward direction definitely. So first of all, this body is climbing up, so one direction, this one, and the body is going forward also. So two types of directions you are getting here. So that's why this is called two dimensional motion or two directional motion. You can tell this one. Maybe you understood. One is upward direction, second one is the forward direction. Okay, next one, three dimensional motion. Suppose if you talk about the motion of a kite, okay, which is flying on the sky, then this kite definitely, it's when it is flying on the sky, okay, this one, first of all, when it is just going upward, that means when it is just taking some height, it is moving upward direction. It may be going in the forward direction, then second direction is this one, and third direction is what, that it is floating here and there. Okay, so first one is upward direction, one, second one maybe it is moving to the left, then the second, and the third one is what, it is just changing its position. Okay, so this is the three. Okay, so three direction or the three dimensions are there in this particular motion. So this is called the three dimensional type of motion. Okay, so but these two things, the second 2D or the two directional motion and the three dimensional motion, are not in your syllabus. This is in the higher studies. We will talk about only this one, that is the one directional motion. Can you able to just represent this type of motion in a graph paper? If you have a graph paper with you, are you able to just make this all arrangement in the graph paper? So this particular arrangement, while you will making, three type of graphical representations are there. What type of graphical representation? First one is the displacement versus time, that means displacement time graph. Second one is what? Second one is the velocity time graph. Okay, and third one is what? Third one is acceleration time graph. Okay, so three types of graphs are there to describe the motion of this type of one directional motion. One is displacement time graph, second is the velocity time graph, and third one is the acceleration time graph. Individually we will read all these things. One thing should be clear in your mind, that we all know that this displacement and this velocity and this acceleration, these all are the vector quantities, because all these all three are depends on the directions. But while you will talk about the one directional motion, this one, then direction is not changing, isn't it? So as the direction is not changing, so definitely we need to have the direction. Okay, we don't want to just make the proper direction, because direction is constant here. So displacement and distance will be same, velocity and speed will also be same. in case of one directional motion. But while you will talk about the two directional motion or two dimensional motion or three dimensional motion, definitely distance and displacement will be changed, velocity and speed will also be changed. Okay, so this particular thing you have to keep in your mind. This is a one directional motion, so displacement time graph or distance time graph are same, velocity time graph or the speed time graph are same. So first of all we will talk about the displacement time graph. Okay, so first one we will talk about. So in this case, every time we will draw this type of coordinate system. We all know that this is the x axis and this is the y axis. Along y axis always we will put the displacement, okay, in meter, kilometer, decimeter, whatever the thing you want, you can just put that one. So we are taking it as the meter here, and in the x axis we will take the time. You can take the time in second, in hour, in minute, whatever. So most of the cases we will just use the second here. Now the thing is that from this displacement time graph, I have not drawn any type of graph here, just the representation I have made here. So from this graph, what type of data you can able to get from here? First of all, we all know that suppose if you just displacement is denoted by d, suppose I am writing here, and this is small t. So suppose if you use displacement by time, this formula, okay, d by t, then we have to write down this is equal to velocity only. So velocity is what? Displacement by time, we all know that. So suppose if you just get the slope of that one, slope means what? The amount of displacement covered by the body in a particular time divided by the time taken. If you able to calculate, then you definitely get from this graph displacement by time is equal to velocity here. So we will just talk about this one. So from here you just try to understand that from displacement time graph we can able to calculate the velocity of that one, okay, velocity of the body here. Okay, so one by one representation I am just making here. So what type of things are there according to your syllabus? I am telling that first one is what? First one is given that a body is in a rest position. That means a body in a stationary position. That means body is not changing its time. Okay, position. That means the body is not changing. You are not getting any type of displacement from here. You are not getting any type of displacement from here. The body is in a rest position right now. Okay, so I'm just using this type of graph here. We all know that we have to take in along the y-axis displacement d, and along the this axis we will get the time. This is your consideration. From here you can write displacement I have written in meter and the time we have written in second. Suppose I am just marking the time as 0, then 1 second, then 2 second, then 3 second, then 4 second, in this way, so on. And suppose the body after just reaches to 10 meter displacement, after getting 10 meter displacement, body is at the rest position. Then what you will get? If you draw a straight line here, okay, then what type of thing you will get? See that at 1 second the distance covered or the displacement by the body is how much? Only 10, because this height is 10. At 1 second 10, at 2 second again 10, at 3 second again 10, at 4 second again 10. Suppose here 5, then at 5 in 5 second again the 10 meter of displacement we are getting. So what is the main thing we are getting here? That after covering a 10 meter distance, body is not now changing its position. Okay, so body is in a rest position, isn't it? Suppose body is just not started yet, then what you will write? Displacement by time. Then this is the 0 position, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, in this way. So if you draw at this type of curve, or if you just draw a straight line along this axis, that means in 1 second 0, in 2 second also 0, in 3 second also 0, in 4 second also 0. So the body is in a rest position. Maybe you understood that one. So while you will get a curve which is parallel to the time axis, then this type of thing represent you the body is in a stationary position. That means the body in a rest position. So next one, suppose this type of graph is given to you, displacement is here, time is here. Okay, now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this type of things, this type of seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds are given here. 10, 20, 30, 40, this type of displacement in meter is given to you. Suppose someone has drawn this type of curve, this. Okay, what is the meaning of the curve? Meaning is that in 2 seconds the distance covered by the body is how much? This amount, 10. In 2 seconds again the distance covered by the body is how much? 20. Again in 2 seconds the distance covered by the body is 30. 2 seconds again 40. So meaning is what? The distance is changing, that means the body is moving but time is not changing. You see the time point, this is 2 seconds, is fixed here, but individually we are getting 10, 20, 30, 40. So meaning is that this is a wrong information is given to you. That means if time is remaining constant and distance is continuously changing, is it possible? You try to think for a moment. While the body will move, definitely time will also change. So in a particular time you are able to get a particular displacement or particular distance. Okay now, so that's why if this type of graph is given to you perpendicular to this plane or parallel to the displacement axis, then this one is a wrong graph is given to you. So this type of graph is not possible. Just keep in your mind. Okay, this one is the first. Okay, next one, second type of graph. Second type of graph is given a uniform motion. Okay, uniform motion means what? Uniform motion means equal distance covered by a body in equal interval of time. One representation is given to you maybe. So here the distance, here the time. Okay, so this type of thing is given to you that in 0 second body has not started. In 10 second the body has in 1 second the body has covered 10 meter. In 2 second the body has covered 20 meter. In 3 second body has covered 30 meter. In 4 second the body has covered 40 meter. In 5 second body has covered 50 meter distance in this way. This is distance in meter and this is the time in second. So if you want to draw this type of graph in the graph paper, that means with the help of displacement time graph, because two things are there, displacement and time. So first of all, this is called uniform motion because you see the change is always 1 second and the distance change is also 10 second here. 10 10 10 in this way it is moving on, and 1 1 1 it is moving on. So 0 you will take, 1 you will take, 2 you will take, 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, this is the time in second and this is the displacement in meter. So first of all, here I am writing 10, here I am writing 20, here I am writing 30, here 40 and here 50. Okay, so in 1 second the body has in 0 position, that is at rest. In 1 second you see 10 meter distance it has covered. So in 1 second it has covered how much distance? 10 meter. In 2 second how much distance it has covered? 20 meter. Okay, in 3 second it has covered how much distance? 30 meter. In 4 second how much distance it has covered? 40 meter. Okay, in 5 second how much distance it has covered? That means 50 meter. Okay, so this, so if you draw this type of graph, then it will give you a proper straight line which is passed through the origin. Okay, so whenever the distance and the time are proportional to each other, that means if distance is increasing, time is increasing, distance is also increasing in same rate, then you always able to get the origin pass straight line. Okay, now we have already mentioned that from displacement time graph we can able to calculate the velocity of a body. Velocity means what? Displacement by time. Where is the displacement in the graph? Where is the time in the graph? Suppose if you mark any 2 points, suppose I am marking this point here and I am marking this point here. It depends on you, any 2 point you can mark here, and I am just making a triangle. What type of triangle? This type of triangle I have made here. Okay, within these 2 points. So first of all, you can see from this side, this is the length of what? This is the length of this portion. That means this side is what? That is the displacement. So this length will give you that the displacement, how much displacement we are getting from here, how much you see here 20, here 40. So how much displacement we have got within this distance? 20 meter, because 40 minus 20 is 20. And this portion is what? This portion will give you the time change. What is the time change here? Final minus initial. Here 4 is present, here 2 is present. So 2 seconds. So we all know that velocity is what? Displacement by time. How much displacement we have got here? 20 meter. How much, within how much time? 2 seconds. So what will be the velocity? 10. What will be the unit of that? Meter divided by second. So meter per second. So 10 meter per second or 10 second inverse will be the velocity of this particular body from the graph. Okay, but this is called the slope. This divided by this is called the slope. This one divided by this one is called the slope of the body. This is not sure that this is actually everywhere. Okay, suppose if you calculate any 2 point, any other 2 point, then you can get the same value back. Okay, so try to understand this one. In the next video I will try to finish the